it took me 48 years to write this song, not every day, but over 48 years it took me. Because no matter how I tried to write it, it wouldn't come out the way I wanted it to. Because
Man, I just love old guys. And hey, everybody, thanks for joining me. This is Mike, and so oh, I should say, g'day, mate. This is Mike, and this is a request from my good friend, way back Greg. Greg wanted me to play or to react to Chad Morgan singing "Ballad of Bill and Eva" from 2019. Let me read you what he wrote on Buy Me a Coffee. He said, "Hope you and fam are well. Here's one you will enjoy: Chad Morgan, Ballad of Bill and Eva." This was in 2019, and he was 85 or 86 here, he says. Chad Morgan died on 1 January of 2025, this year, at the age of 91. He was a multi-award winning country singer with a touch of vaudeville humor. Watch to the end for a special message. And then he says, cheers, mate, and good day. So, yeah, unfortunately, we all have to leave. I don't know if y'all have seen it. Well, my wife's mother passed away last month. Well, it was in March. I'll put it that way. She passed away in March, and her father passed away last night. So it was kind of expected, but kind of not expected. Uh, you know, he was 92, and I think a lot of it was a broken heart. He'd spent 70 years with his wife, who just passed away, and just left him alone. And they had 8 children that lived. They had 9 or 10 total. Uh, I can't remember, but he was a super good man to me, and so was her mother. Treated me, like they gave birth to me. Really welcomed me into the family, and I'm gonna miss him. He was a hardworking, worked in construction all of his life. So yeah, I'm gonna miss him. So to Mike Martinez, this is so this now that I brought down the company, I just wanted to y'all to know what this has kind of been scattered. I didn't get in till late last night, obviously. So right now it's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. But I had to do some other things this morning before I could do this. So yeah, unfortunately that's the way it is. So thanks everybody for the support and for rallying the wagons in a circle around us. It makes it nice, and I appreciate all the nice comments that has been sent our way too for my family. Thank you all. So let me just bring this back up here, and we're going to listen to 85 or 86-year-old Chad Morgan singing about Bill and Eva, and I'm excited. So let's get to it, y'all. Here we go.
it took me 48 years to write this song, not every day, but over 48 years it took me. Because no matter how I tried to write it, it wouldn't come out the way I wanted it to, and it had to, because it's a very serious song about a couple who lived last century, and it's a very sensitive subject. Then a couple of years ago, I woke up about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning with this tune in my head and words buzzing around. I took no notice, went back to sleep, and then next night the same thing happened, so I grabbed a pen and a piece of paper and I started to write these words down. And after a week or so, there was the song exactly the way I wanted it. And as I said, it had to be spot on. I'll tell you after the song why. But it's about a couple who lived last century. Their name was Bill and Eva Hopkins. And what's different about it is that Bill Hopkins was half caste and Eva Anderson was white. And back then, people couldn't understand how this white woman was married to this half caste man. Well, Bill Hopkins, his father was an Englishman, and his mother was a full-blood Aborigine from the Waka Waka tribe. And Eva Anderson, or Eva Hopkins, her father was a Scotchman. But her mother was also a full-blood Aborigine from the Cullalea tribe, which is a little tribe out in the middle of Queensland. But whereas Bill and his brother were half-caste, Eva her two little sisters and a little brother, they were pure white. And Eva's father, he was a noble miner, and he got killed. And after he got killed, that left Eva's mother with 4 little children. So she married another half-caste man named Tom Conlon. Of course, as soon as the government saw these 4 white children with the dark parents, they come and took them away. Eva was about 5 or 6. She never saw her mother again until she was 21. And it's very sad. It's a very, very true story. It's the story of Bill and Eva, the Colourlee woman and the Waka Waka man. Colourlee woman, Waka Waka man, how they came to be together, no one could understand. They were born to obey Mother Nature's plan. This Colourlee woman and a Waka Waka man. Eva Anderson born at Thargomindah, where the Bulloo River flows. Bill Hopkins was born at Mount Stanley, where the great tall timber grows. Eva's father was a red-haired Scotsman who mined opals in the great outback. Her mother was a Colourlee woman, she was a full-blood black Colourlee woman, red-haired Scotsman. Raised a family as best they can, 2 different cultures, 1 happy clan. This Colourlee woman and a wild Scotsman. Eva's mother married Tom Conlon when the Scotsman died. Tom was a quiet and gentle man from the Colourlee tribe. That was when the government men came to their shanty shack. Took Eva, her 2 sisters, and their baby brother Jack. Colourlee children cried all night, taken from their mother because they were white. Ringing in their ears, their mother's scream, all innocent victims of a government scheme. Bill's mother was a Waka Waka woman.
Okay, I gotta pause it there, y'all. So, true story for this song here, and you know, there's no excusing racism. I don't care where you're living at, and there's no reason to tell somebody who they can and can't like, you know, and frown upon it because they do. My wife is 100% Hispanic. It's not an issue here in Texas. I mean, it's almost a norm here in Texas that either a white woman marries a Hispanic man or a white man marries a Hispanic woman. You know, it's normal. It's if you see a couple that are mixed like my wife and I are, no one even gives it a second thought because, you know, we're in Texas. Texas used to be part of Mexico, so we have a strong Hispanic heritage here in this country, or in Texas, and I don't know how it would be if we were to go to you know, one of the places up north where it might not be so normal. It might not be as prolific as it is here. But I will tell you, I've seen discrimination directed towards my wife from people that don't realize they're discriminating, and I didn't realize that, you know, that existed before I met her, you know. But she's treated different sometimes because of the color of her skin. But she's fiery, man. When I tell you, you know, she's discriminated upon. Don't get me wrong, man. It's not like she's going to take it and cower down and, you know, say yes sir, no sir, and then walk off. She's going to get right in your face, man. And there's a good chance I'm going to be pulling her off you like a freaking dog tick, you know. And that's what I like about her. She's fiery. Man. She'll cut your throat as soon as she will give you a hug. So you gotta watch what the hell you say around her and watch what you do, including me. A very strong woman, but that's what I like. And I know, listening to this song here, I know how that must have felt for the government to take your kids away from you. Yeah. Let's get back to it. Chad Morgan singing Ballad of Bill and Eva.
Green, all innocent victims of a government scheme. Bill's mother was a waka woman. Her father was a pommy man. He came from his mother country to start again in this great land. As young Bill grew older, his father taught him the ABCs, and he learned about his heritage as he sat on his mother's knees. Waka woman, white pommy man, raising a family as best they can. Two different cultures, one happy clan. This colourly woman and a wise Dutchman. Can you hear me, mate? I can bloody hear you. Colourly woman, waka man, married at veranda as they held hands in a little mission chapel. They became man and wife, called each other Bungie for the rest of their lives. Colourly woman, waka man, how they came to be together, no one could understand, but the destiny was written in the sand. This colourly woman and a waka man.
Good song, good story.
It was a very special song about a very special couple, and the reason it had to be spot on is that Bill and Eva Hopkins, they had one child. They only had one child. They had a daughter. Their daughter's name was Ivy, and Ivy Hopkins was my mother.
Oh, wow. What a great story and a great storyteller. And yeah, I don't know how sometimes, I've told you all this before. I'm a little over sentimental. I'm a lot. I feel like I'm growing into as I get older. I'm turning into a 10-year-old schoolgirl emotionally. And I guess it all goes back to, for this gentleman Chad here, that by putting this in music, and he from what I understand, he didn't do it too long before this production here. It takes him back to his heritage and his younger days, and the stories. So, the older we get, the more we remember our past and, our family members. And they go on before us, and, you just long for those days again, but they'll never come. So I'm glad that Chad Morgan put that down into a song. He's been gone since January of this year, but that song is still living. So he's still putting his heritage out there, even though he's gone on. But he's left something for his offspring as well. So anyway, I could get mushier than that, but I don't think it's necessary. I really like this. Greg, thank you for the request. It was awesome. Y'all have a good day. Till I see you again, I'll catch you down the road. And don't forget, like button, subscribe button, comment, whatever. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye now.